Hello everyone, today we'll be analyzing Superman's behavior in Superman&Lois and what you can learn from him to be more kind, likable, and just a better person in general. Clark in the show is my favorite version of the character and I find him so likable, so I thought it deserves a breakdown. But I'm also not doing this video alone. I have a special guest in this video, which is my friend Mo, aka the JSAer. He will be talking about the spirit of Superman's charisma by discussing the comics. That being said, let's get right into it. The first thing that you can apply is Superman's genuineness. This gets so nicely displayed in the opening scene of the show. In this scene, Superman saves this kid, and when this kid interacts with him, he's very present in the moment and treats him as a friend.
There you go, friend.
Thanks. Cool costume.
Thanks. My mom made it for me.
This line and whole scene in general showcases Superman's genuineness so well. It shows why Superman is such a unique individual, because most people aren't genuine like this. I am sometimes guilty of this too, but when it comes to interacting with strangers or individuals they aren't that close with, people often have this guard that kinda blocks their humanity. What I mean by this is that there's a guard that exists for people that we aren't close with or strangers, like sticking to the minimum of politeness and sticking to basic manners. For example, we say thanks to someone and we move along. If someone asks us a question, we answer it and we go on with our lives, or an acquaintance at work doesn't even get past the "how are you doing" talk. The bus driver doesn't get too much attention other than a greeting, and we wouldn't even think of cracking a joke or interacting on a human level. This isn't a bad thing, of course, but like I said, this guard kinda blocks our humanity. Our humanity only gets exposed when we interact with our real friends. Those people are worth the energy, and that is when our face starts to move. That is when we say what's on our mind and we lower our guard. But Tyler Superman treats everyone as a friend and treats everyone as someone who deserves his full presence. Look at his body language, he's fully open, he waits on the kid's answer, and he's fully locked on him. The line "my mom made it for me" is so good because that's something you would say to a friend or someone you would trust. A normal person would just say "oh thanks" and move along.
Cool Spidey outfit. Thanks.
That's why I think it's so cool, because it just shows that Clark embodies his humanity with no filter. And you can do the same. The way you can apply this is to drop that guard for a bit and to act more human. You don't have to treat everyone as your bestie, but you can start by acting more open towards people. This starts with the mindset that every person you interact with is a way to be nice, to gain a sense of connection, or to just have a great interaction. And it also starts by dropping the mindset that only real friends should get a piece of your humanity. You can do this by treating people you aren't that close with the same energy as you would treat your friends. So for example, if you want to compliment someone, do it. Don't think, we don't know each other, or we're not that close so it doesn't matter anyway. That really doesn't matter. Everyone loves compliments. If you interact with someone who you normally just see as someone you have to interact with, change it up this time. Be present with the person, say what's on your mind, ask if they have any plans for the weekend, make a joke with them. The general idea is that you would treat the person as how you normally treat the people you like, and that you want to embrace your humanity to everyone. This will make you more kind, people will appreciate you, because everyone is so used to getting treated as a robot. You will also likely gain more friends as you seek out great interactions, because friendships start from the smallest things. The second thing you can learn from Tyler Superman is his genuine appreciation of life and the way he specifically communicates that. One of the best parts about Tyler's Clark is that he's not just good because he saves people, but he's good on every aspect. Specifically, he cares about the little things and he's so appreciative of them. Watch this clip where he's excited about fall and talks about his love for Harvest Festival.
I've always loved Smallville during the fall. The changing of seasons, the turning of time. The last warm moments before the cold. But what I loved most of all was the one weekend every year when everyone came together sacrifice to help those in need.
The fact that he's so specific in his appreciation of fall and cares about the sense of community is just so wholesome to me. This is a fantastic mindset in real life, because if you're mindful of all the great and little stuff that you like, it can have a really great effect on your well-being. But also, if you can communicate that, if you can be specific in what you like, then you come off as wholesome and so authentic as well. Because most people talk in a general sense. They say stuff like, oh, I like work because the people are nice, or I like my neighborhood because it's chill. I like the summer because I don't like the cold. But think about it, what do you genuinely appreciate about the things you like? Maybe you like your neighborhood because you know everyone well and you like the feeling of connection. Maybe you like the summer because you love walking through nature when the sun is up. You like how amazing it feels walking through grass when there's sun shining on your face. I don't know what it is, maybe it's because of my association with Superman, but it feels like there's a direct connection between the sun and feeling hopeful or good. Maybe it's just me. To give you a personal example, I would love to go to New York. I could just say, yeah, New York looks like a cool place to visit. But what I actually care about is the fact that I feel a connection to New York. That might sound strange, but hear me out. But I've been a fan of Spider-Man since I was a child, and since New York is Spidey City, it would be a dream come true if I went to visit. Like, I would imagine me visiting places and thinking, hey, I used to free roam a lot here when playing Spider-Man PS4. And just feeling amazing about that, like it gives me a sense of connection. Anyway, enough about me. For you, ask yourself, what do you genuinely appreciate about the things you like? What are the little things that are actually the big things? And try to communicate that when it comes up during conversation with people. The next thing you can apply from Superman is his humility. In this scene, Superman talks about saving the day, and he mentions that he's not the one who saved Smallville. Even if he's the one with superpowers, he gives the credit to the people of Smallville.
I saw people find strength they didn't know they had, face their fears, become heroes. I'm not the one who saved Smallville. It's people did.
I love how he includes and validates everyone as part of the battle, and also how he acknowledges everyone's effort. This is a super charismatic thing to do in real life, because if you can find a way to acknowledge everyone's effort in a group setting, for example, people will feel acknowledged, included, and will also appreciate you a lot for it. But this is all in line with a mindset which is the essence of Superman's character and charisma, and that is the fact that he puts himself on the same level as humans. You can see this in the upcoming comic panels, where I'm gonna give the word to Mo to elaborate on this.
Superman's thing has always been being about the most lovable and trustworthy hero there is. Think about it. You're a superpowered alien who can literally tear the world in half. But you don't want the public to think that. You want them to think that you're approachable and, as a friend. Superman has to do everything in his power to not even come off slightly intimidating or untrustworthy to the people he's sworn to protect. This is why whatever cheesiness some people don't like about him just works. For example, the bright suit and the trunks give off a sense of ease, not intimidation. Wouldn't you feel safer if the single most powerful person on Earth wasn't decked out in badass alien armor? Superman isn't just about being superpowered. I'd argue that the man is more important than the superpowers. Take a look at this panel here. This officer is probably more starstruck than I would be meeting Tom Cruise. He's going through like 7 levels of anxiety right there meeting Superman and Nightwing, but what does Superman decide to do? He decides to comfort him, lift his spirits. Even if the cop is way out of his league, this is what being super actually means. You don't have to save people with your fists to be super, you can just save them with your kindness. What Yassine was talking about is so true, because in that scene with the little kid, when that kid grows up and tells the story of the time he met Superman, it won't be about how Superman saved him. Everyone in Metropolis is gonna have a story like that. That kid's story was going to be about how Superman stopped to give him his hat and had a quick chat with him. That's what's going to leave an impact. There's a quote about making a god bleed, but it's not about bleeding, it's about humanizing. And the way that Superman is humanized is not by bleeding, but by showing so many human characteristics. In Superman Up and Away, there's a running joke that Superman loves pretzels, and he even gains weight from it because he was depowered. It gives him such a normal human dimension because of course he does. Every time Superman shows a vulnerability or something niche about him, it just makes him real. Once you project that to normal people, you gain their trust easier. Speaking from personal experience as a teacher, I can see students being intimidated and afraid to talk, but once you bring yourself down from that pedestal and just show them that you're a normal person they can talk to, the awkwardness instantly goes away. This is why Superman has to chat and wink and smile. He can't be on that pedestal. In this heartwarming panel, Superman shares a personal story with the Jumper to establish a connection. He tries to come off as relatable and understanding. He's not trying to fix her problem, he's just trying to show her that he knows what she feels, and sometimes that's all people need. In the story, he stayed up there for like the whole day just listening to her. It's how you show that you care. Superman was there for her, not as Superman, but as just someone who's willing to listen and someone who's willing to talk, and that's all she needed. You know, so maybe we don't just need the super, we just need the man.
Thank you so much for that great speech, Mo. I fully agree. The man is just as important as the super. And while we're talking about doing good things, the way you can do something good right now is by dropping us a like. Because when you do, YouTube will recommend this video to other people. More people will know about Superman's great manners and will hopefully want to apply them. Which then causes everyone to be more kind, to be more positive, and all that great stuff. So drop us a like if you want. And if you would like to get regularly inspired by superheroes to achieve your goals, improve your life, all that great stuff, hit the subscribe button to stay notified for my next videos and to stay regularly inspired. Thank you so much for watching. I really like Superman and Lois, so I very much enjoyed making this video. And thanks to everyone who was interested in this video and validated this idea. Check out my other Superman and Lois videos. One is about a motivating lesson from Superman, the other is about the philosophy of the show. If you have something to say, drop it in the comments. That being said, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.